Okay, I think I'm back. I'm so sorry for all of the scuff today. It- this is just not my day. I think, like, if this is what I'm thinking is happening, uh, Mercury must be in the microwave. Because this doesn't normally happen. I'm so sorry. So, where were we? I'll just have to read this. Okay. On opening day, our pop-up store is already picking act with customers. But this isn't just thanks to the promotion, mostly thanks to one person. So many customers are trying to get the new plushies with sunglasses you put in there. Is this the power of limited edition items?
Once they collect all the limited edition versions, they can have a Twinkle Sunglasses posse.
I've already captured you, the sunglasses leader. I'm afraid they won't be able to do that. Thanks to the automatic ticket dispenser and the restock equipment, Dane and I actually have more free time during the business hours than we did before opening. I lean on the counter and watch the automatic restocker claw on the ceiling move back and forth and up and down. They can, they're convenient, but staring at them for too long makes me dizzy. Sensing a looming shadow, I look up to see one of the claws that strayed from its designated area. It's heading straight for me. Huh? What's going on with this claw?
Wait, I need to slightly adjust the position.
Zane, you wouldn't! Zane takes my hand off the control panel. A playful smile lingers on Zane's lips as the claw hovers above my head. It moves back and forth and slides to the side, forth and side to side.
Why don't we test its accuracy? Perhaps it can grab whatever it wants.
The claw descends slowly and pauses at a certain interval as if to provoke a response or reaction. Okay. Why aren't you working? Come on. Come on. Come on. I squeeze myself onto Zane's chair and raise my chin at him. Okay, you can try now. Let's see if the claw grabs me or you.
I guess this claw does have some skill. It doesn't need to grab anything to bring what I want it to me.
You sly. So sly. You already have me, so why would you need to use the claw machine?
Hey, can I leave my bag here? Are you guys okay? There's another chair right there.
During the cleanup process after our first day of business, I find Zane standing in front of the claw machine. Is our janitor slacking off?
We could only watch the customers play during the day. Aren't you itching to try it out? I have a manager's privileges now. So I wanted to see if adjusting the claw's tension could help you achieve your dream of getting something every time. It's just for fun, and I'm not breaking any rules. Do you want to play for a round or two?
I make several attempts. It's stronger than usual, but the slippery astral penguin still manages to escape. I still can't do it.
Give me a moment.
Are you gonna cheat? Then uses the manager key to open the claw machine and places the penguin directly under the claw.
You're guaranteed to get it now. Try again.
Cheater. I guess my winning streak depends on you. It doesn't matter if you're using your manager privileges or your evil. But this method takes away the element of surprise. Did you find it boring when you used your evil to help me before?
Only a limited selection of plushies is present. There wasn't much of a surprise to begin with.
I feel a weight on my head as Zane places the polar bear I got on my head. It's almost like I'm wearing a hat.
But then again, you always manage to create surprises for me.
Pop-up store popularity continues to surge, and the successful conclusion is within reach. But predictably, something unexpected is about to happen.
Hey, are these things authentic? They look different from the official ones. Can I get a refund? I don't want them anymore.
Nearby, customers begin to examine their own goods. I hurry over to explain. We're a pop-up store officially affiliated with Twinkle. All our products are authentic. I did not mean to press that. But that would make a good background.
See that? The corners of your happy snowman's mouth are up by a pixel, curving just a little more than they should.
We're just looking for trouble.
You can spot a 1 pixel difference. Then I'm certain the claw machine's sign that states there will be no refunds or exchanges is more obvious to you.
Zane, who's just finished packing a plushie for another customer, comes over after hearing the commotion. He gives me a reassuring smile first, then he places a supportive hand on my back.
Sir, I've requested a product verification specialist for you. Please wait not. However, if you can.
My bad. Sorry.
Sir, I've requested a product verification specialist for you. Please wait in our VIP seating area over there. Continue to cause a disturbance. I assure you that security will arrive before any refunds are processed.
I have better things to do. I'll let it go this time.
Thing that... Oh yes, he does. Thing that his scam failed, the person grabs his plushie and blinks away. He mutters under his breath.
You didn't mind that I stepped in? I know you would have handled it well.
And welcome back. I'm so sorry for the scuff today. I don't know what happened, but literally my PC shut down and reset itself. Your timing is perfect, but then I started thinking, what he said wasn't completely wrong.
Oh?
I've been noticing that too. The corners of the snowman's mouth has lifted by a pixel, or maybe more.
Perhaps this version is actually the genuine Happy Snowman.
Yeah. I blame Mercury being in the microwave. The pop-up store is successful, or the pop-up store is a success, and our time as managers has come to an end. I can't believe the Snowman and Penguin managed to stay as the reigning champions. I'm so proud of them.
They have a powerful combo attack. One squirts water while the other freezes. Where are those 2 champion plushies that Twinkle gave us?
I placed the aforementioned products in front of the car to snowman this decoration, but they immediately clash with the other. Why are they fighting? Are they set to combat mode by default?
The snowman threw an ice stick at the penguin, but the penguin parried it with its helmet.
So cute.
I'm impressed.
Someone needs to send me the fan art for this event, because I want to see this. Because I've been trying to avoid Twitter and some parts of Instagram so I don't get spoiled for the event. But someone has to send me the fan art of this. I'm starting to wonder if you provoked this kind of competition when watching surgery. No, that's not competition. Commentary. Daniel helps me fasten my seatbelt as the two battle their way from my side to his. Too bad we can't have actual superpowered plushies as pets.
Before evil existed, superpowers were something people could only imagine. Who knows? Maybe what we imagine now will become a reality in the future.
If that were actually possible, then what kind of superpower pet would you want?
Ideally, it'd be one that could quickly perform first aid and serve as my medical assistant. And it'd be even better if it could make candy.
It sounds like this pet would fulfill all your needs, but what about me? Amused Zane ruffles my hair.
Now you know your question is nonsensical. I'm not interested in having pets at the moment. If we had to enter their world, I'd rather be by your side. There'll be a snowman and a penguin.
I try to hide my smug expression as I point at the plushies who are wrestling. Yes, he has priorities. They are straight. Oh, don't tell me we're going to fight every day like that. We're practically, no. Yeah. We'll practically be tangled up. Zane grabs the steering wheel with one hand and holds my hand with the other.
We'll be inseparably entangled.
What kind of imagination are we going with?
As for how we'll fight, we can have a proper discussion about it once we're home.
Noted. Okay, that's the end of this. I might have to reread the whole thing once again, but since I have like 4 different accounts, so I can reread it maybe next Friday. I'll read it again on Friday. Hopefully we don't like have scuff. But now it's on to the main event of what tonight was supposed to be. And I guess I'll be up all night because this is gonna take me probably 2 hours. So if you guys need to sleep or go, it's perfectly fine. The sound of footsteps reverberate a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zane once again sees the familiar silhouette of a girl. In the quiet hospital corridor, the walls grayish blue and dimly lit by incandescent lights. Only the girl stands bright and resolute. Yearning to call to her, yet Incapable of making a sound, he has no choice but to quicken his pace. He runs after her. Yet at the moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
Without warning, the entire space... Nope. Wait. Distorts. Those sharp spikes hurl towards the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him. As their eyes meet, her lips quiver in despair, softly whispering broken, distant sounds, desperate sounds. Zane! 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 Inside Exo's rehabilitation center, Zane suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod, and his focused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is the reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. Lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
Hey, I care about you, and what else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since we returned from Mount Eternal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. After returning from Mount Eternal 2 months ago, Dane's health hasn't been good. He's gotten to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what happened in the Arctic. This recurring nightmare is the only thing he willingly shares with me. We still have a busy business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing for his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over. No matter what.
I press my fingers against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful and stay alive.
Don't let me worry be Don't let my worry be a burden on you. I think you started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment from the N19 zone. Dane takes his coat from the coat rack beside the wall. Together we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence. Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Is related to the protocore syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Stepping into the elevator, I press the button for the ground floor. Dane's reflection appears on the closed door. The dark circles under his eyes underline the deeper wariness. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
Oh, no you don't. Though it's not the doctor can't treat himself. They don't actually want to be treated. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered to your place and should help you sleep. Also, the hypnotic music.
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Dr. Zane.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
We step out of the elevator, and my watch begins to ring. Someone's calling me. I gesture to Zane and then move to the side to answer it. Captain Jenna.
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
I missed her voice. After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends a call.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check in with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital main's entrance, a pair of hands land on my shoulder and steer me in a different direction.
Don't run just yet. I'll drive you there.
Upon arriving at the association, I find Alpha Team's office engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk. Her gaze is fixed on a few zoomed in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
She waves her hand, and those photos are pushed towards me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that this distant figure appears in every picture. The figure is also marked with conspicuous colors, which shows traces of beta protocurves. All of them are from the same wanderer.
Yes, including this morning. Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
That means it's related to the ether core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an ether core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information, and positioned at the center is a blurry image of a wanderer.
This wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma. Some even go into shock.
My gaze then falls on the left side of the screen. The text reads, location, Chancia City.
I'll be heading to Chancia City next week. There are a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome, so they require Oxo Hospital's assistance for their treatment.
Chancia. Those patients that Zane mentioned might actually be victims of this wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these two incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Chansha City next week.
Captain, I would like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the wanderer.
Your request has been approved. Our Chansha branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Understood. I'll be careful. As I leave the association, Zane's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white roses suddenly appears and engulfs my vision.
Miss, I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting. But you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
The man has a gentle gaze, as if to be friendly. His expression, extends his other hand towards me.
I'm Carter, from Xander Sciences.
I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attendant robbing livery as well. Oh, those were from you?
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores. Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
She already has plans for tonight.
A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zane then pulls me to his side, and he moves to stand between me and Carter. Upon seeing Zane's face, Carter's expression noticeably darkens.
What a coincidence, Zane. It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the three of us have dinner together? My treat.
My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zane's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Dr. or Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits hunters from accepting dinner invitations from work purposes.
Let's go.
Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner, but the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zane swiftly takes the white roses. He glances at them, and the blank expression he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
Someone's jealous.
Miss Hunter?
With Zane holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows us.
Actually, I'm here to give you a reminder. The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
That wasn't sus. Not at all. No sus here.
Seatbelt.
Of course. Thane turns the steering wheel and the car joins the stream of flowing traffic. That guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquaintances with him? And Xander Science, I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere.
Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now. Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment.
The person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place, that's Carter, right?
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
You two aren't like mind. You two aren't like-minded from what I can tell. I also feel like he's a bit crazy.
Oh?
What's so funny? I know he always. What's so funny? You know, he always attacks a car. He always attaches card to the bouquet he sends. He keeps asking me to be his patient. To think some people want to steal a patient from a doctor. He needs more help to do than I do. And he's being weird. Well, let me put it this way. It's not inexplicable and inexplicable.
Indeed. What you've said is correct. He's crazy. But when he told you to be careful while traveling, I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
Just as I'm about to tell Zane about my trip, I think twice. I shake my head and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zane glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about this topic. Three days later, Lincoln Airport. In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is standing, stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time.
Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zane will have when he sees me later. I move closer to him and shake the plane ticket at him. What's that expression? Do you feel relieved, or are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
While Grayson's tone sounds lighthearted, a subtle tinge of concern appears in his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them. Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
Having Zane fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Grayson lowers his voice and leans in closer.
His biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome. Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
As if worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me a video.
My friend who works at Chansha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
In the video, the sound of alarms fill the air, and the lights flicker uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurry footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux, a picture begins to form in the middle in my mind before sorry, I must be more tired than I thought. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux, a picture begins to form in my mind, something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up, but it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
The fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. It's not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuation, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again to search for anything I might have missed. Is the metaflux a result of the patient being exposed to wanderers and the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side.
Dr. Zane.
In one smooth motion, the hand takes the phone, turns off the screen, and then places it back in Grayson's hand.
Chansha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
I lock eyes with Zane. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zane. I hold out a paper bag. Do you want black tea cake or an egg sandwich? You can only choose one.
I'll have the cake. Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I received my suitcase from behind the chair and proudly present my ID as Hunter Escort to Zane. Surprise! Contrary to my expectations, I see no trace of astonishment in Zane's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte.
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application and ID request?
The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands in Chansha Airport. Boarding the shuttle, then by Chansha Hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their destination. The chief of surgery, his hair's already starting to gray, exchanges pleasantries with Zane before quickly delving into a discussion about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop. And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Then we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
Zane quickly flips through the patient's medical report while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
This is our only option. We must perform the surgery. Let's reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. The rhythmic sound of medical equipment reverberates. Led by Zane, a team of medical staff focus on the surgery at hand. The observation room is filled with people and their gaze are fixed on the large screen. On it, a pair of hands use a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals.
Clear the view.
After ensuring there's no unusual activity, I made my way back to the glass.
Dr. Zane is brave for taking on such a risky case.
Captain Willow.
We meet again.
During my previous visit to Chansha City, we walked together. After exchanging formalities, she shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of the Wanderer's recent activity appears on my watch, built in 3D maps. It managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. I've never seen a Wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna says there's no clear image of the Wanderer yet. Do you have any new leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocorps not aligning, the Wanderer closely resembles Mist.
But if you look at all the data, the trails this Wanderer exhibits are different from the Mist I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the ether core made it mutate or something. Suddenly, a discussion erupts next to us. It draws my and Willow's attention to the screen. A scale-looking tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
That crystal is exactly like the one on the monster in the N19 zone. They must have noticed it too. Regaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. Continues with his procedure until the crystal is placed onto a surgical tray.
Does it look all right on the ultrasound? Yes, it came off. Any bleeding? No. wrap it up.
Applause erupts throughout the observation room, and relief washes over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux. The alert from the flux stabilizer resounds throughout the entire operating room. Captain Willow and I exchange a look and immediately got to work. She starts evacuating the spectators while I run to the intercom. Zane, a wanderer is about to appear. We need to move.
Dr. Zane, the patient's blood pressure is dropping. Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 microgram.
The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pull out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremor I feel in my chest shows no sign of subsiding. Zane, we need to leave, or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable. Moving them isn't feasible right now.
Through the glass, Zane looks at me, his gaze as calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
I meet Zane's gaze with that carries a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grayson and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes. Let's continue.
Using my evil and the flux stabilizer, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zane to finish the surgery. When the surgery ends, the metaflux suddenly dissipates, as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical staff, while handling will handle the follow-up procedures. I change out of my sterile suit. Just as I'm about to catch my breath, Zane pulls me into the lounge where no one's around.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick evil examination.
Zane sets down a medical tray, picks up a cotton ball, and soaks it in medicine and begins to disinfect my hand. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of evil is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say. Also,
A cool sensation emanates from the palm of my hand as he holds my fingers. He applies pinches to each one. Touches.
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
You know since the beginning.
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
Of course. You and Dr. Noah have known about this existence of Ether Core for a while now. Straightening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed it during the surgery, right? the crystals was very similar to the sample I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure that the wanderer that attacked the patient is related to the ether core. It's possible that the ether core made those monsters in the N09 zone transform into their current state.
Not necessarily.
The examination medicine beeps machine. The examination machine beeps. Thane observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The ether core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that. Someone attempted to be smart, but ended up failing in the process.
Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters and this patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating. Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the ether core. You haven't met all of them yet.
You're right.
All is well.
The machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Thane carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. In a quiet room, the second hand on the wall clock moves quietly, plucking the faint light enveloping us. I can't help but yawn. I told you I was fine. If I have to say there's a problem, then I'd feel a little tired now.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Not at all. It's actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. It looked cool. Taking a paper bag from the table, he settles it on the side of the couch. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with a clean hand.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
Well, the chaos has subsided. The president sent a persistent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. While my body is tired, my mind is still excited. I decide to direct my excess energy to the surgeon himself. Weren't you listening to me before? Someone said he'll learn to accept compliments from others.
I accept your compliment.
The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finest of seasoning, Chef Zane lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. He then proceeds to discard the wilted lettuce, leaving only a ham slice and red cabbage and shredded pork that have withstood the test of time. Today will be the very woman. Today will be the very memorable for me. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see you perform surgery for the first time, but I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergoing surgery.
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Is nutrition one of the things you researched? Is there anything Dr. Zane can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you. But I suppose there's a chance for you to teach me in person.
Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zane places a surgery affected sandwich into my hand. He then pulls out his phone. Baffled, I lean in and watch as Zane taps a message notification. He opens up a new medical team chat, which was created earlier today. Grayson had shared a group photo there where the medical staff, their smile tinged with wariness, hold glass vials that are visibly cracked. For this, cracked by the energy I couldn't contain when I lost my target.
You overdid it, yes. But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
They don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laugh. I quickly shift my attention to eliminate the sandwich. Before Zane can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing.
Hello?
Upon hearing the voice on the other end, Zane freezes. Surprise appears on his face.
The patient woke up?
So if every chapter is about 10 minutes long, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, like I thought, this is gonna take me till maybe 11 o'clock my time. When Zane, Grayson, and I arrive at the entrance of the ICU, a nurse approaches us.
Do you know why he regained consciousness so quickly?
We're not sure. He shouldn't have woken up already. Look at this, Dr. Zane. All his vital signs are improving.
Zane and Grayson change into surgical suits, sterile suits, and enter the ward. I wait outside.
Can you hear me? Do you remember where we are? Look at my finger.
I really wasn't expecting him to save the patient when they were at death's door.
Mr. Carter.
Hello. We meet again, miss.
With the sudden appearance of Carter, I cautiously step to the side. However, he greets me with a smile. He raises both his hands.
Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't following you. This patient happens to be an important client of Xander Sciences. After hearing about the incident, I decided to pay him a visit.
You weren't there when he was in critical condition. I don't think he's that important to you.
What do you mean?
He leans against the wall and casually looks at the glass door.
If it weren't for Xander Sciences, his fragile heart would have stopped a long time ago. What we're pursuing is far more stunning and ambitious than these petty solutions.
Is that so? Observing my indifferent reaction, Carter furrows his brow. A hint of disappointment appears in his face.
Aren't you curious about the kind of work we're doing?
I'm not. He shakes his head and his usual pretentious smile graces his face again.
It's okay. You'll be interested someday. After all, only Xander Sciences can provide answers to the questions about your heart.
Frowning, I suppress the urge to ask more. I redirect my attention back to the ward.
Hey, Dr. Zane wants you inside.
Grayson hurriedly walks out and hands me a sterile suit.
Excuse me, this is the ICU. For the patient's sake, we kindly request that unrelated individuals leave.
Having no intention of paying any more attention to Carter, I change into a sterile suit and enter the room. The man lays down on the bed, his eyes half open. His voice is weak, yet infused with tangible excitement.
I'm back. I'm back.
All his vital signs appear to be normal. However, under normal circumstances, a person wouldn't recover this quickly.
As Zane talks, he directs a meaningful look at me.
More anomalies may occur. Stay on your toes.
Acknowledging his warning, I nod. I move to the bed, introduce myself, and state the purpose of my visit. I then proceed to ask questions. Davis, you said you're back. Where were you?
It trapped me. I couldn't get out. It was like a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
I turn on my watch and pull up a picture of Mist. When you said it, do you mean this?
Yes. It was that thing. It was inside of me, but it wasn't.
Suddenly, the vital signs monitor starts beeping loudly. The man on the bed begins convulsing as if something started choking him. Metaflux? Zane! I quickly pull out my gun and sense a more intense fluctuation. It surges and engulfs the entire room instantly.
Grayson, transfer the patient to another room and prepare for resuscitation.
Unexpectedly, a rift appears and reveals the shadowy figure of a wanderer. Moving myself in front of the bed, I point the gun at Wanderer. However, it disappeared in the blink of an eye. A second later, it materializes like a phantom in another location.
Hey, behind you.
Evading its slash, I aim my gun at the center of the fluctuation. However, a tremor overwhelms my chest. I barely feel any pain. Only a dense white fog surges before me and obscures my vision. The word disappears as if my surroundings are transformed into another realm. The last thing I see is Zane's rushing towards me. Zane, watch out! It feels as though my body is plummeting into a thick fog. The sensation of weightlessness threatens to push my heartbeat out of my chest. Amidst the chaos, I muster all my strength to find something, anything to hold on to. And after what feels like forever, my feet touch solid ground. My surroundings become clear. Bathed in dim, feeble light, a long corridor appears before me. It remains hidden in the mist. Am I in a hospital? No. I feel a faint tremor in my chest. A familiar energy fluctuation surges with the mist. It drags me somewhere. This fluctuation is from an ether core. I'm probably in the Wanderer's protofield. As I stand in the empty space, the sound of approaching footsteps reach my ears. Turning around, I notice a dark figure. Zane? An onslaught of sharp ice crystals materialize around me. They're already they're ready to pierce my heart. The ground beneath me disappears, and I find myself falling into a scene of weightlessness again. As I float in the void, blurred light and sound rush past me with an avalanche. Within the boundless darkness, it's as if the pair of hands is gently lifting my tired soul. I struggle to open my eyes. After feeling my steady heartbeat for several seconds, I sit up on the bed.
You're awake.
By the floor-to-ceiling window stands a figure wearing black clothes. He turns around. Behind him are dilapidated buildings and the sunset and tender light. Zane? The figure takes another step. His appearance nearly overlaps with the dark figure I had seen before. I move back.
How are you feeling?
After hesitating for a moment, I reach out and touch his cheek. I trace his eyebrows and the contours of his face. I recognize the features I know so well. In this silence, he remains motionless. He just looks at me. I'm fine. I think I just had a dream. Perhaps it's the influence of the protofield that caused me to have this strange illusion. Shaking my head to clear my thoughts, I shift to focus the room. The cracked grayish-white walls enclose a space where a sofa, holographic screen, refrigerator, and various functioning home appliances exist in a close proximity. It looks like the home of someone who struggles with living a normal life.
Do you remember what happened in the ward?
The wonder that suddenly appeared, the tremor in my heart, and Zane running towards me. Memories gradually fade. Find their way back to my mind. Are we still in the Wanderer's protofield?
Yes.
Following Zane's gaze, I get up from the bed and join him to look out the window. As the final remnants of twilight vanish, the city stands before us under the light blue sky. The constellation is evident. This place is the result of skeleton of the former self. And although it's faint, the energy fluctuations around us are similar to the ether core. This wanderer's protocore must possess an ether core's energy. But in my dream, it's as if the chill from those ice crystals still linger in the air. I grip my arm even more tightly.
You're awake now. Remember that whatever you dreamt about was only a dream.
A blanket is draped over my shoulders. I reach out, but he walks away before I can touch him. Huh? Zane opens the refrigerator. He reveals a collection of peculiar bottles with a mysterious liquid and a jar of half-filled with chocolate. After opening the jar, he offers a few pieces to me. Their packaging unexpectedly fancy. I'm not hungry.
According to my perception of time, you've been unconscious for 2 days.
Huh?
If you don't eat or drink something, I'm afraid you won't have the energy to find the Wanderer.
The scent of chocolate saturates the air and ignites my appetite. What if the Wanderer launches a surprise attack while we're resting? Despite my words, I find myself sinking into the worn-out couch. I unwrap the chocolate with Zane. I look up. My gaze falls upon a bit of vibrant green on a desk. It's a flower pot with a jasmine in it. It sticks out like a sore thumb in this desolate world. While the branches and leaves retain their green hue, the stem has already started to wilt. Is it normal to see jasmines in Wanderer's protofields?
What are you implying?
patient who was attacked by the Wanderer fell into a nightmare. They were trapped in their own dream. In other words, the environment we're currently seeing in the protofield must also be a manifestation of someone's dream. And I don't remember ever seeing anything here. Is this your dream?
Are there any comments you'd like to make about it?
Even in a world as broken as this, chocolate still exists. I expect nothing less from you.
Shouldn't you be saying something like, "Thank goodness it's Zane's dream. We can still eat chocolate."
Zane, who's wearing nothing but black clothes, appears somewhat strange. Maybe this is how he sees himself in his dreams.
I have dreamt of this place. However, the jasmine hasn't wilted yet, and the world itself isn't in such a dilapidated state.
Is this the nightmare you've been having, then? Zane is quiet for a while before responding in a soft voice.
Yes.
Don't be scared. Dreams are the opposite of reality. I offer an unwrapped chocolate to his lips. Try it. Who knows? Maybe the chocolate in your nightmare doesn't even taste like chocolate. He lowers his head and eats the chocolate.
It's carrot flavored.
Liar. He looks out the window again, where the silhouette of birds fly across the darkened sky.
Since dreams are the opposite of reality, perhaps I'm not a doctor in this one.
Everything is a hazy blur in dreams. Yet in Zane's dream, the flower trees, streets, and shops appear with remarkable clarity. I can't help but wonder how long this dream has haunted him, incessantly replaying itself to the point where every detail is fleshed out.
While it resembles my dreamscape, I can tell it's a proto-field. Over there.
He guides me to the entrance of a narrow alley. The road ahead is covered in thick fog. It's as if we're reaching the edge of the dream itself. From the fog, a cluster of black crystals have emerged. It blooms like a flower, and it's as tall as a 3-story building. It blocks the path. A protocore cluster.
It regenerates very quickly after it's broken. I'd say it's as good as new within a few seconds. Yes, I tried destroying it before you woke up.
As I recall my past battles, a hypothesis forms in my mind. I think I know what's going on here. There must be another protocore cluster in this protofield, and they provide energy to each other. We need to destroy both of them to leave this protofield.
Eating sweets certainly makes one smarter.
Thank you for your compliment. I gesture towards him, though I'm only slightly smarter than you. Chuckling, Zane pulls down my hand. Since this is your dream, do you think you know where the other protocore cluster is?
When you're in a proto field, using evol in a scientific matter is more effective than dreaming.
The proto field is practically drenched in erratic energy fluctuation, yet amidst the entanglement of protocurves, I detect one that stands out. I open my eyes and point in a direction. From what I can sense, the second protocore cluster should be on the other side of this protofield. Similar energy fluctuations appear from another direction. I look at Zane. Which one would you like to pick? Zane looks into the distance. I don't know if I imagine it or not, but some sort of an emotion stirs in his eyes.
The one that's farthest away.
The far end of the city is cloaked in dark mist, resembling a gaping maw of beasts hidden in the shadows. Nope, I want that one. I understand this is your dream, so you know where the dangers are, but you are going to face them alone again.
This is my dream. I can get to my destination faster than you.
But your dreams isn't exactly being nice to you right now. Maybe the more you try to use it, the more it'll use you instead. Let me go instead.
You.
Don't push yourself when you're in trouble. I got your back. That's a trip from your hunter. That's a tip from your hunter escort. Smiling, I take a step and pat his back. Without waiting for Zane to respond, I wave and start walking.
Don't push yourself. That's a tip from your primary care physician.
Behind me, I hear a soft sigh, followed by Zane's words that are tinged with worry. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of him standing in the shadows. He's far away now, so I can't clearly see his expression. I press my lips into a thin line and nod. Regardless of whether it's him or me, we know we'll always support each other. As the girl walks away, her figure disappears from the fork in the road. Thane turns his gaze towards the alley's depths. Within the thick fog, a broken street light flickers intermittently. He raises his hands. Part of the mist wrenched itself from the air. Catches itself from itself. Spirals spiraling and incandescing their coalesce into icicles above his palm. Dark in dark impurities silently emerge from within them, but they stop spreading just as they're about to branch the outmost layer breach the outmost layer of the white crystal. It's as if the looming dark hole threatened to consume everything pure and white, yet a thin wavering layer of a pristine ice remains resolute in being the last line of defense. God, I'm tired. Shadows stretch, and in the boundless fog ahead, the protocore cluster awaits his arrival like a slumbering wanderer. Within the mist, the cold wind materializes as aggressive figures sluggishly stir. The ice crystals in his palm slide the air and seemingly hits nothing, but the proto-cluster smashes for a fleet moment. As more wanderers emerge, their roars resound and their figures phase in and out. The ice crystals solidify into sharp blades. Zane delivers his attack with decisive patience. Yep. Precision. Yep, that's our man right there, saving the day. Blaze of ice tear through the darkness, and a pungent scent permeates the air. The ground beneath his feet slowly transforms. It turns soft and slimy like sludge, stubbornly clinging to his legs. Dazed, Zane looks down, peering through the mist and layers of unclear ice. His gaze falls onto his palm.
Zane!
A bloody hue tainted his hand, and the eerie shadow is cast over his senses. He's momentarily transported back to the bone-chilling nightmare. Zane is shocked. He looks up and knows who's standing before him. The tension is palpable, gripping him.
William?
It's too late. Please.
In the hollow, icy wall wind, Zane hears his heavy breathing. Once again, he's returned to the endless snowy-covered expanse of Mount Eternal. Bloody tears stream down William's empty eye sockets. Then an array of faces emerge from the cluster's projection.
Aren't you going to celebrate my birthday with me? Why did you kill me? Aren't you a doctor? You should have saved me. Why didn't you save me and my child?
Zane, please. Kill me.
He's suffocating. He's trapped. His head is spinning. Zane notices his fingers are trembling uncontrollably. He surges back only to trip over something again. It's just an illusion. It's not real. It's not. I don't know why it didn't say it, but let's try again. Oh, right. I keep forgetting. This doesn't have voice lines for some reason. More and more hands stretch out towards him. They're frozen. The space around him shatters and destroys sorts into mirrors. The reflection of bloodshot eyes, they reflect his hands are clenched so tightly that veins bulge. The black icicle suddenly pierces through the mirror and shatters parts of the protocore cluster. The protocore cluster doesn't regenerate. It resembles a cliff teetering on the edge, ready to collapse in on itself.
She made it.
Excuse me. As the mirror shards dissolve into black mist, the cold light intensifies and casts an ethereal glow. Determined, Zane thrusts his ice blades towards the human's figures. Zane? The ice blades stop as Zane's pupil contract. It's her. But she can't possibly be here. They're your patients. How could you? Am I next? You'll kill me, right? No, you're not Zane. Who are you? It's a face he knows so well in this unspeakable nightmare. Her expression is filled with disbelief and pain, and it's her. Zane, kill me. Black ice flowers bloom from his chest. From her chest, their petals unfurling. She's as light as a piece of paper, separated from life's weight. Yet she falls almost with a thud as he shifts stiff embrace. Buzzing engulfs Zane's ears as he's once again pulled into the depths of a never-ending nightmare. While he knows it's an illusion, he can't break free. At that moment, the cracked protocore cluster pulsates with blood-red light. The air trembles around it. The massive shadows before him break along with other protocore clusters. The illusion in his arms changes again, but he doesn't look up. He only clenches his fists.
It's time to end this.
The cold gleam flickers. The pure black ice crystals surge beneath him. They froze every figure that lurks within the shadows. The darkness is pressed, and the surroundings change. The fog, the blurry figure gradually emerges from the cracks in the space. Zane conjures black ice and takes aim. However, his body becomes immobile as if he's frozen in place.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
Oh.
Please let that be Astra. Astra. Also, please let that be the sixth ally. I would not mind Astra being the sixth ally. Because we need some angst up in here. His entire body becomes encased in ice. Black crystals pierce his body and spread to his fingers. The intense pain level leave Zane's backs drenched in sweat. Okay. The intense pain leaves Zane's back drenched in sweat. He's unable to control his body as he collapses. His heart races in fear as he hears that bold voice.
Seek your destiny. Only then can you be redeemed.
Astra, 'tis Astra, Astra. As the protocore cluster shatters, a distant tremor ripples throughout the air. The space around me transforms into mist and moonlight shines down. Then a fog dissipates. I can feel the ground beneath my feet. I cautiously assess my surroundings and see I'm in a garden in the back of a hospital. Something's not right. This is Lincoln's Astro Hospital, but we should be in Chase. My heartbeat quickens, and the scene of foreboding washes over me. Holding my gun, I push open the door that leads to the hospital. Behind the door, a white mist emerges. When it clears, I notice I was back in Zane's place, but the couch, someone was lying on the floor with their back to me. By the couch, someone was laying on the floor with their back to me. Zane?
Be careful. We haven't escaped this dream. There are 2 layers, and the Wanderer is still here.
I rush over to Zane and help him up. He weakly presses his hand against his left shoulder. His expression alone shows how much he's in pain. The ice. Zane touches his left hand and moves away from my hand.
The ice. It's dangerous. Don't touch.
Oh, you. Oh, thank.
It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
A sudden voice in my head gives me pause. Despite the warning, I lean in to inspect Zane's injury, feeling my heart sink with each passing moment. There are no visible external injuries on his body, yet The blackened ice spreads across his wrist and neck. It doesn't seem like it's disappearing anytime soon. I don't think you're just losing control of your evil. Let me see if I can help.
Don't worry. I'm fine. It was just...
It doesn't look like you're fine. It's starting to melt. Since my method's working, just sit tight for a while.
Don't waste your time on me. We can still go after her.
Focus on taking care of yourself first. From now on, you're listening to me. It doesn't matter if it's results in results to health or combat. There's just no use resisting. If I were you, I'll just listen and follow along. I'll help you suppress your evil for first. Tell me the area I should resonate with so you recover faster.
My left shoulder. A little lower.
You might be more familiar with what's happened in dreams, but I'm an expert at dealing with wanderers. If you rush in headfirst again, I won't be saving you.
I would hope so.
You?
I know how this nightmare ends. Wanderers aren't the only threat here. When push comes to shove, leaving me behind might be for the best.
I always keep my word. What else do you need me to do aside from leaving you here?
If I do something that ends up hurting you, don't go easy on me.
You wish. Didn't you agree that you'll do whatever I say? Well, here's my first order. You're not allowed to talk like that anymore. What's this? Dane, be careful.
What happened? Letting you step into this nightmare, perhaps was another mistake. But at least I have one last choice.
Why would you do that? As I gather my thoughts, I... Why? Why would you do that? As I gather my thoughts, the weary face before me momentarily merges with the blurry image of Zane in my fragmented memories, but they immediately separated. Wait, when I was pulled into the proto field, I was attacked by that wanderer and lost consciousness. The wound should be on my body, but it's gone. I gave Zane an inquisitive look. I want an answer, but he averts his gaze instead. Zane, what did you do while I was unconscious? Right, we got 2 more chapters. Zane, what did you do while I was unconscious? Is this why you're losing control of your evil? His silence confirms my suspicion. I lower my head and my hands that rest on his tighten. Before the worry and gentle before the worry and guilt in my heart coalesce into cohabitated words, coherent words, they disappear because Zane's presence. He lowers his hand and his chin rests on top of my head.
You're my hunter, escort, correct? Protecting you was protecting myself. And after subjecting you to a distressing dream, ensuring you can leave safely is the least I should do.
Why are you making it sound like you're dragging me through hell and back? Your dream doesn't hurt me. The mist is exploiting it.
What if the Wanderer wasn't the only source of danger? You've seen how bleak and oppressive this dream is. As you said, it's not exactly being nice to me. Perhaps the dream itself is the real threat here.
Zane takes slow indication, talk slow in enunciating each word with a gentle tone. It's as if he's trying to calm his simmering with inner turmoil. I realized something. After we entered the proto field that's based on Zane's dreams, he's been acting more hesitant. Could it be? Zane, this nightmare is more than just a dream to you, right? I sense his hand suddenly move, the testament to its mastered emotions that are always restrained.
A dream remains a dream so long as you wake up from it. But when that day comes, when I can't wake up.
Are you worried you'll be trapped in your dreams? Or that your dream will encroach on reality? If that day ever comes, I'll wait for you. I believe my primary care physician will never leave me alone. So I'll wait for you in reality until you wake up. The residence lights quickly flows from my fingers as I make a not so solemn promise in a calm voice. Zane's breath hitches as if it's uh, suspended in the air for a while. Then he exhales, his breath carrying the weight of unspoken sentiments. If all else fails, I'll bury you in a body of snowman. You'll be a super big snowman.
What?
I close my eyes and banish the myriad of questions, myriad of questions and worry from my mind. If you can't deal with it by yourself, then we'll face it together. I'm the best there is, so make sure I can lend a hand.
I see your problem-solving skills are more on the straightforward, brutal side. Should we consider this a side effect of you becoming stronger?
It's called having a freedom that comes with power. All the black ice has disappeared. How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? I look up and meet Zane's gaze. It seems he's been observing me for a while.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Don't. Just as I'm about to tell Zane not to lie again, he turns over my hand. A sliver of glimmering ice light appears in my palm. He takes back his hand and two chubby little seals tumble into my hand.
You get two. As an escort, you are very professional while on the job. This is your reward, since I have nothing else to give you. Do you trust me now?
From where I am, light and shadow dance upon his features. They accumulate with the mirth. Accentuate the mirth in his eyes. You keep telling me not to push myself, but you also need to stop disregarding your safety. He nods. I clench my hand and reach out to him. I help him stand on his feet as I get up. You said this dream has two layers. Are you in the outer one because you broke the inner layer? Thane doesn't refute my statement. He turns around and walks ahead and opens the door. We step out to greet the night breeze. We retrace our steps through the corridor and return to the hospital garden, which feels familiar yet strange.
A mutated wanderer's protofield defies normal logic. It could be hiding anywhere.
Outside the hospital, skyscrapers raise like towering concrete trees in the forest. Meanwhile, the rest of the city stands in eerie silence. I can use my eval to return the protofield to its original state.
Negative consequences born from mistakes don't need to be fixed.
The sky swiftly darkens, as if time itself has been acclim accelerated.
We have no choice but to destroy this place.
Wait, you're evil. We'll do it together.
Are you ready?
Black snowflakes drift from the from our interlocked fingers. The night wind momentarily suspends before swiftly swirling into frenzied flurry of once more. The ground and buildings are, and even the particles floating in the air were all snared in the swift spread of chilling night wrapping in this ice. In an instant, the entire world froze into black amber. A rift violently tears through the fragment of this space. The Wanderer can't hide anymore. It screeches and reveals its true form. There it is. Let's go. Zane's coat flutters wildly in the wind. Amidst the nightmarish darkness, an icy glimmer materializes in his hand.
Let's end this before the breaking dawn arrives.
Ha! Name drop. Name drop. And we're gonna skip over the fight. Spoiler alert, I win. Once the field blows once the final blow is dealt to the Wanderer, an intense tremor surges from the depths of my heart. But the resonance is unmistakably this time. It's akin to a gentle wave brimming with power. A light, warm glow gently descends into my palm. Is this Huss's hospital? The breaking dawn lights. The breaking dawn's light streaks in through the window. In the silence corridor, the air carries a faint scent of disinfectant. Have we returned, Zane?
I'm here.
As my hand is tenderly squeezed, I turn my head. Zane is next to me. Wait, I need to double check. Are we still in the protofield or are we in reality? I turn around first. And turn back now. Though his expression has a bit of helplessness, Zane still complies.
Are you double checking or making me play a game of turnaround?
I'm confirming that Dr. Zane is the person with me right now. A burst of laughter erupts from deep within me, but in the very next second, I collapse into the ground. Uh, the, his arms immediately extend to steady me.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I reach out, but stop once I realize I'm holding something. I open my hand and see the protocore fragment. It emits a faint green glow. A fragment of an ether core. At least our efforts wasn't for nothing.
You're back.
Dr. Zane.
Captain Willow and the others rush over from the opposite end of the corridor. Their expressions reflect a mixture of relief, joy, and concern.
Are you two okay? You're not hurt, are you? It's been 3 whole days since you were trapped in that Wanderer's proto field. Everyone's been worried sick.
From Captain Willow, I learned that exactly 3 days have passed since we entered the peculiar protofield. The patients had been relocated to a secure ward and is now out of danger following Reese whatever that word is, rehabilitation. During this time, the entire hospital has been protected by Chese City's hunters who carried out a thorough investigation.
By the way, we discovered a strange device while investigating the ICU.
Speaking in a quiet tone, she gives me a sealed, transparent bag.
We found it hidden inside a flux stabilizer that was sitting in a corner. Almost went unnoticed. Ever since that incident happened in the ER, the hospital's flux stabilizers have been examined or replaced.
So only recently did someone tamper with one of them. I take the sealed bag and show a grateful smile. I'll ask the association to conduct an investigation. I open the door to Zane's home. It's quiet. Zane? I tiptoe into the living room. Zane is peacefully sleeping on the couch. The curtains gently flutter in the warm breeze. Light and shadow glide from his nose to his chin. Is he sleeping or... I move closer and place a hand over his chest. Phew, he's just sleeping. Must be exhausted. Approaching Zane, I kneel down to be at eye level with him. I carefully cover him with the blanket that was draped over the couch. The tension on Zane's features, furrowed brow, dissipate. His breathing is steady, and his expression is serene and relaxed. I look at his face. The thought in my mind races as I reflect on the whirlwind of events that have unfolded recently. You can finally rest. My watch vibrates. I leave the living room and answer Simone's call.
The preliminary analysis results are out for the thing you brought back.
Tell me.
It has an intricate structure. Took me a while to disassemble it. I found a radio frequency chip that resonates with metaflux fluctuations. Basically, it's an energy transmitter. It can locate protocors and even attract wanderers via fluctuations.
A wanderer attraction transmitter. As I recall what had happened, one figure stands out the most suspicious. Carter. He's just showed up before and after the patient displayed abnormalities. I shared my suspicions with Simone. She then posed her own question.
The complexity of this small device is far beyond his understanding, and even Xander's sciences. It exhibits highly advanced protocore technology. Xander Sciences is a medical institution. There's no way they could possess protocore tech that rivals the association, right?
So, what are you thinking?
After the founder of Xander Sciences, Raymond, passed away, the company's future was uncertain. Only recently was it acquired by a well-known group. Its biggest shareholder right now should be Ever.
It's at that moment the fragments pieces of information in my mind gradually lock onto places and forms a cohesive image. Carter mentioned that patients at Chancia Hospital has been undergoing long-term treatment at the Xander Sciences. Raymond, the founder of Xander Science, was in a similar situation. If the peculiar crystals in the operating room and the monster in the N109 zone come from the same source, then that means Ever is creating monsters. Once again, Zane finds himself chasing after the familiar figure. Under radiant sunlight, a cicada chirped in the background while the pristine azure sky stretches as far as the eye can see. The sun sits on the edge of the city's highest raised building. The girl turns to him. She smiles. At least he catches up to her.
Finally.
He holds out a hand to the girl and she firmly grasps it. Yet the two find themselves tumbling back into the seemingly endless emptied corridor. Black crystals emerge from his palm. They encroach on the girl's forearm. Sunlight is engulfed by darkness once more. Okay, that is the end and also the end of the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I am so sorry for all the stuff that has been happening today. I can not apologize any more than this. Yeah, it's been a trip with the new mic and my actual game crashing. This took longer than necessary, and I greatly apologize, and I am greatly appreciative of all your patience and enjoy your time. So, with that being said, mi amores, nos vemos el viernes. ¡Mua! Y muchas gracias para todos que brought me to 25 followers. I'm very thankful. Thank you very much, my little kittens. Mwah. Adios. Good morning, good night, good evening, good afternoon.